Hello, I'm Terry Kelly, Director of Representation and Member Services at the Law Society of Ireland. This is one of a series of videos that provides information for solicitors about setting up a legal practice. If you have questions or need additional support from the Law Society's Small Practice Support team, please contact us using the details at the end of the video.
Welcome to How to Write a Business Plan, a Law Society Small Practice Support Service video that is one of several recordings that provides information for solicitors on matters such as setting up a practice or buying a practice. I'm Keith O'Malley of Law Society's Small Practice Support Service. You may decide to set up a practice or to buy into a practice at some stage, and if you do, it's very likely you're going to be asked to write a business plan. That's okay. A business plan is not the most difficult document to draft, and it's a very worthwhile way of preparing for an entrepreneurial venture. There are usually 4 parts to a typical business plan, and we're going to talk through each of those within this video. They are the front cover and introduction, the operational plan, the marketing plan, and finally, plans tend to end with forecasts and projected financial performance. So let's start with the front cover and introduction. The front cover is easy. You state what the document is across an A4 page, normally portrait orientation. It's usually a good idea to put the author's name and contact details across the bottom of the page, along with the completion date. You can put in a contents page, but hopefully your business plan will not be long enough to require one. The introduction page works best when written as a one-page executive summary, and it's best written after you've written the rest of the business plan. So write the rest of the business plan and then come back and finish the introduction. Moving on to the operational plan. You'll need to start the operational plan by outlining what the business is going to be called, who the promoters are, and in broad terms what the business is going to do. Information is then provided on operational matters such as number of staff to be employed, premises and other facilities required, and other equipment and other resources that you're going to use. If there's a particular plan as to how the business will operate, that can be explained. For example, will individual solicitors do specific work? Will the business be a niche specialist, or will it be a generalist? Let's now look at the marketing plan. In this section of the business plan, you address the whole issue of customers, how you hope to meet their needs, and how you plan to communicate with them. One useful approach is to use the 5 P's marketing framework: people, place, product, price, and promotion. So outline who you plan to sell to, for example, the general public, what place or market you plan to operate within, for example, Connacht, and if you're planning to utilize a particular marketing or promotional strategy, identify this and give your reasons as to why. By the time you've completed your marketing plan, you should be quite ready to forecast sales, which nicely moves us on to doing forecasts and financial projections. The easiest way of forecasting sales tends to be to estimate how busy you're going to be and multiply that by what you expect to charge out. Be conservative and quote your figures net of VAT. Projecting income and expenditure is complicated, and you may need an accountant to help you do it. However, stay involved if you do this and learn as much as you can about everything. Projected income and expenditure figures are normally given for 3 years and are most commonly broken down either monthly or quarterly. Cash forecasting is very important, and you will need the help of an accountant with this. And what that does is it gives you an idea of how much working capital you're going to need within the business. That brings us to the end of this video. However, there are lots of videos in this series, including a useful one on why you should write a business plan. We hope that they are all of assistance to you. Bye.